What's up, everybody? This is Matthew from Huddle. Thank you so much for following our company. Thank you so much for following us on social media. Thank you so much for your engagement and for your support. We're going to post a lot of videos throughout the holidays, so we want you to follow along. Please subscribe to our channel. If you just hit the subscribe button, that makes sure you get notices and updates so you can follow along with our journey. If you remember last year, we shipped all of the Christmas orders from our house, from our basement, from our living room, from our dining room, from our kitchen. That whole operation happened at our address inside of our home. But we're not at our house anymore. We moved to a warehouse. We have a new facility that's fantastic. We have a lot more space, and we're not stepping over the kids and moving around the refrigerator to do the shipping. So thank you for following along with our story. We hope to have a great holiday shipping season, and we're doing it from a new address. We're doing it from our warehouse.
So Matthew, what are the benefits of having a warehouse now, man?
One of the top thing is just a happiness with my wife and with my household. When we were running the business at home, in order for to bring in staff, they had to come through our front door, through our living room, into our living space. So that just puts a toll and a tax on our family dynamic, operating, and doing that much shipping from our living room. So with the warehouse, we moved the operation out of the living room. We have a lot more space. We were living room, dining room, kitchen, plus a storage unit. So it was hard to tell what we had a lot of times because we were a business in two locations in terms of storing things. But now everything's in one space, and it's a little easier to identify what we have a lot of, what we don't have a lot of, and tracking and putting our hands on things because everything is more or less in one room at the same time. And then staff support. Before, when the business was at our house, we kind of needed to be there to help, facilitate the people coming in to help and transitioning out. I remember sometimes I went to bed and I just said, hey, it's 11, 12 o'clock. You guys let yourselves out because it would take that many hours to kind of keep up with the shipping. But with a warehouse facility, it's a commercial location. The staff can let themselves in, they can let themselves out. The business can operate more independently without my physical presence, which is just going to give us a relief and help me, put my kids in the bath and put my kids to bed without also knowing that, I got 5 people working in the basement and all those things happening at the same place at the same time.
So what are the challenges, man, of having a warehouse space now?
The biggest thing is the cost, right? So this space isn't free. When we were shipping from our house, there was no additional cost. We would have to pay the housing cost anyway. So to move everything inside of the operation, there was just no additional cost. But when you move outside of your home, hey, you got to pay the utilities, you have to pay the lease. There is a cost factor. Second to that is, a commute and the convenience of working from home. It was no more convenient than I needed to walk to the basement and I was fully engaged at work like that. I'm at work by stepping down a staircase. It's not true with the warehouse. I need to get in my car and drive. So I've added a commute and some drive time and some other factors that are just, it's slightly less convenient than the ability to just kind of roll out of the bed and I could be doing all the things I needed to do for the company. In this case, I need to drive. I now have to drive to this address. So there's some things to consider there in terms of just the convenience and the availability of the work. The other challenges are just how awesome it is. It takes me away from my family and kids. So to be at work is to be away from them to some degree. When the business was at home, to be at work was to be in the same building as them. In this case, when I'm at work, I'm away from them. So that is something to consider as well.
So why exactly this location, man? Why did you choose this spot to put Huddle inventory down?
So when we were looking for locations, the big thing was we wanted industrial warehouse, not a retail drive-up location or address. So we were looking for something that looked and felt like a warehouse, something with a roll-up door that was just concrete, cinder block wall, something that was like a warehouse. So that was the top consideration. The second to that is just square footage. This place, we have different needs during different times of the year. During the holiday, I need a lot of square footage. It's different than in July when people are buying less of our products. So I needed some flexibility to have room for the holiday season, but also not so big that I couldn't sustain the lease in July when people are ordering less of our products. So something in the middle to be able to accommodate what might be a yearly, what we understand is our space needs for the year. So warehouse space, drive square footage, and then proximity to my kids' school. So I am responsible also for getting the kids to school and picking them up on some days. I split that responsibility with my wife, but when it's my turn to get them or pick them up, having a place that I can get to fairly quickly was important as well. So my kids are not too far from where I'm at, which really helps our family dynamic still go in and everybody can get what they need.
So what do you envision as the future for this location with Puzzle Huddle in mind?
Oh, but we're going to have an awesome time. This is a great space that's going to help us really stay on top of holiday shipping. We can fit a lot of staff in here. There's a nice sense of organization, so we're able to have some efficiency there. We're going to play music and have a ball. We want to, along the line, eventually we want to have some pop-up sales events. So if you follow us on the internet, look for where we may announce a tent sale or a warehouse sale where we can, for a day, bring people in so that they can shop in our facility and be able to avoid shipping costs. So we're going to do a lot of fun things with this space. We're going to post a lot of videos during the holidays, so please make sure you subscribe to our channel so you can see what it looks like to have a toy company during the holidays, and we hope you support and follow us online.